Hello, me hearties. A very, very good morning to you. It's just me, Scottie McClue, and I thought we'd pop up and say hi to every single one of you. Not a problem there at all. Normally on a Saturday, we're 9 o'clock in the evening UK time, but I thought we'll pop up and just see who's about this morning and say hi. That's hi. How good is that? I tell you. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that we have arrived. Hashtag FloatI, the first lord of the internet. Scottie McClue saying dinky-doo to every single one of you. Get the word out there, and we're live streaming right now. Good morning, Scottie. Good morning, Robert. How lovely to have you with us, and dinky-doo. Funky dinky-doo, Scottie, how are we? Kareem, a very good morning. I hope you are well and on the mend, as we say. Dinky-doo from East Kilbride. We love it. Thank you. Let me know where you're watching from. There's Jack. Morning, chap. Morning, Jack. Let us know where you're watching from, Jack. Good morning, Scottie, says Susan. Thank you, Susan. I hope you are well. Are you getting stronger? We need to know. Good morning, Darren. Same here, mate. Thank you very much. Absolutely. Glasgow, says Davy. Goodwin, Davy. We like Glasgow, the second city of the empire. Somerset, says Nova. Nova, we love you in Somerset. Are you close to Bath? I ask you. Watching from the Mearns, says Jack. Oh, is that the Mearns? Is that over near Fettercairn in Aberdeen? Greenock, says Wally. Wally, you cannot beat Greenock. Do not listen to what anyone says if it's against anything to do with Greenock, because it is such a beautiful place, stuffed full of beautiful people. There we are. I like your hat and shirt. They match. They do. They're not too bad. They're not too far away. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Very important. Everybody on TikTok should follow Scottie McClue, because there's absolutely no reason not to do so. And it's the right thing to do. I'm doing good, thanks, Scottie, says Susan. Excellent. Strange Marvel Theories says, good morning. Good morning, Captain America. There we are. I'm watching from the state of Maine in the United States. We love you in the state of Maine in the United States. Do you know that in the American Civil War, there was a very important ship called the USS Maine? Did you know that? Am I right or am I correct? Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Very important. There we are. What's happening here? Let me know. We are shut this weekend. Ah, Robert. Yes, there's always something. Yes, indeed. I won't pry. So there you are. Were you in the military? Says Rory. There we are. Least said. I say to you, morning from Hoyk, Kai. How lovely to have you with us from Hoyk. We love Hoyk. Tremendous stuff. Is the horse still in the middle of the main road? From Perth, says Mark. How are you doing in Perth, Mark? Is the Tay behaving itself? Did they get the flood barrier shut this time? Morning from New South Wales. New South Wales from down under. How lovely to have you with us. What's the time in New South Wales? I would think it's probably early evening, probably about 9 o'clock in the evening. When's the last time you did something big-hearted? Oh, I do big-hearted things all the time. I just don't tell everyone. The horse is still there. Excellent guy. Good morning from Wales. Morning from Bathgate. Canny Finch. You can't beat Bathgate. When I was a wee boy, the main route, there was no motorway. There was no M8. There was the A8. And you passed Leyland trucks at Bathgate. Is that not beautiful? The horse is still there. We love it. Good morning from Aberdeen. Rylands in Aberdeen, fit like Ryland. Foujo doos. Welcome, welcome, I say. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Scottie, says G25. Guys, see if you're watching on the YouTube. Please do subscribe if you haven't. It's so important. I couldn't even edge to this. So there we are, says Freddie. Oh, poor Freddie. Freddie, what we'll do is we'll let you go because you're going to need time to sort yourself out. There we are. So we'll give you a lifetime ban, and that should let you have lots of time to sort yourself out. Guys, remember, if you're putting comments, grown-up stuff, well, kind of grown-up. What's your thoughts on the SMP? Saying his son was racking up the 11K bill. We're not going to go there, G25. It's not really worthy of comment, I would say. We're not a knocking shop on here, you know. Good morning from Motherwell. We love it. Richard, what are you doing? Guys, Richard Tan is one of the most generous people in the world, and he's giving me red roses. We never, ever ask for anything on here. But there's a little goal there if you're feeling flush, because we can always put it to good use. Morning, mate. Dinky-Doo. Robert McNaughton. Good morning to you, Rab. A fine Dinky-Doo to you. And Dinky-Doo to you, Strange Marvel Theories. We need to know some of your theories. And we salute Captain America. Good morning from the Western General. Connor, I hope you're okay. Unless, of course, you're a doctor or a nurse or one of the utility peoples helping out all the time. Good morning, Scotty, from a wet Glasgow. Frank McElroy, lovely to have you back on. Is everything working okay now, Frank? Amazing. So there we go. There's Matt Trousers says it's 8:10 p.m. in New South Wales. We love it. Down under 8:10 p.m. So we're at 9. Well, we're 9:12 now. We was 9:10. We were 9:10 when you sent that through. So that's absolutely fantastic. Guys, YouTubers, give us a thumbs up, bottom left. Down to the bottom left, you'll see a wee thumbs up. Give us that and make sure you've subscribed. All good, Scotty. I don't understand why it does that, Frank. Why does anything do anything? You know what I mean? Evening, Lord Duke of Dundee, the Onion Bargy. The Onion Bargy's down under. So he says, good evening. Onion Bargy, is it 8:12 where you are in the evening? Rate Bournemouth. Bournemouth, I think probably I'd give 101 out of 100. There we are. Correct? Was I right, Onion Bargy? Onion Bargy's talking to me, guys, from Australia. Do we not just love this man? He calls me Lord Duke of Dundee. I think he's friendly with Crocodile Dundee. Mick Dundee. There we are. Dinky-Doo. Good morning, Scotty. Lola, good morning. How lovely to have you with us. I were 11 hours behind, says Matt Trousers. So, Matt, you don't do the variation, spring forward, fall back with the clocks. Yes, I understand. It's 4:12 a.m., says Strange Marvel Theories. Strange Marvel Theories, what are you doing up at 4:12 a.m. in Maine in the USA? What do you think about Israel and Palestine? I'm not even going to talk about them until they stop the fighting. And I think the rest of the world should do the same. America, the UK, we're not talking to you. They should say to Israel, see, as long as you're attacking these people, forget it. Right? And they should say to Palestine, see, as long as you're retaliating and all that, forget it. Okay? That's what I would say. I would do with daylight savings at the moment, so the clocks went forward and out in October. Got you, Matt. Dinky-Doo. I say to you. You know yourself, Scott, you have a few social sites, but prefer TikTok. Frank, TikTok is just huge at the moment, although the YouTube is growing very nicely. So I would urge everybody on TikTok to check out the YouTube channel. The link's on the TikTok bio. Scott, I used to listen to your old material. You're so PC now. Scared to be what you were like? No, not scared at all. Not scared at all. Scottie McClue, never, ever scared. So there you go. So wrong saying there, McDonald. But no, it's just we can't be until things change. The wokies will die out and we'll be back in business very, very quickly. But what would happen, nothing to do with being scared, what would happen is you would lose your place on the platform. Do you see the difference? Whereas when I was on radio, I was very, very heavily supported by very, very powerful people in the media. Yeah, and still am, actually. But the powerful people in the media now are tending to, well, okay, my last boss said you turned a £500,000 project into a £28 million success story. So I must have made about maybe £200 million for very wealthy media barons. You know, now a lot of them have retired, some of them have passed away, all that sort of stuff. So that's gone. So now you've just got people kind of hanging on a shoestring going, oh, I think we'll play it safe, just play a few tunes and see if we can get some crumbs from the table. But what about putting Scottie McClue on? Well, you see, somebody might complain. Well, of course they're going to complain. When I was at my height, there were thousands of complaints, but the bosses just ripped them up and threw them in the bin. And that's why the show was so good. So there you go. So nothing to do, Mr. McDonut, with me being scared of anything. Do you see what I mean? Are you with me? Have you got that? Capisce? Right, what do we got here? Lola says, Scottie, what do you think of the Jeremy Hunt new plan to get the disabled into work? Is this because there's an election coming up? Well, I'll tell you, Lola. Attacking disabled people's income is certainly not going to help their chances in an election. What I think would be better if they said, right, we're going to clamp down on the greedies. You can only earn so much money and you can only have so much money, right? And if you're a greedy, then you pay back to people like disabled people who can't afford to live. There's an election winner. Okay, have we got that? Get McClue in there. What's your favourite breakfast? Strange Marvel theory. Scrambled egg, Scots Lorne sausage, a little bit of bacon. Stop! I used to sometimes dabble in the black pudding, but there's quite a bit of sort of vegetable matter in these puddings, haggis and black pudding. They've got other stuff in them as well now, that stuff. So we just like a nice bit of early morning protein, you know. There we go. Dinky-Doo, I say to every single one of you. So there we are. So no, we're not really PC at all now. Do you support Pakistan? Everyone supports Pakistan. I was thinking the other day, you know, if the British had just taken their time, if old Lord Mountbatten had not sort of, what can I say, capitulated to Mr. Jinnah, there was a secret, right? I can't tell you because it's a secret. There was a secret hiding in a safe in India in 1947. And they might not have needed to partition because so many people lost their lives in partition. And you could still have maybe had one India. What do you all think of that now? Would you like to see India and Pakistan become one country again? Tell me what you think. Pop your comments in. Scottie McClue fears nothing. Quite right, Mrs. Lannery. All this, oh, were you frightened? Were you scared? For goodness sake. I always remember a very powerful man saying to me, Scottie, if you ever have a problem with anyone big, let me know. I'll find you someone bigger. Isn't that beautiful? We love it, I say to you. I love hash browns. Lola, yes, a hash brown. Very nice. Quite a lot of carbs in the hash brown. You annoy me, but I love you, says Mac Donat. Well, Mac Donat, I had to tell you the truth. you know, and you're very welcome to love me. There's no animosity. We're not making you out to be some kind of dafty just cause you thought you might be frightened of something. So maybe Scotty might be frightened of something. You know what I mean? So there we have it. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. I think I'd probably annoy a lot of people, but also, you know, genuine people understand just the power of McClue. Thank you very much to Richard Tennant and others for contributing to the live go. Guys, look at that. 21 roses already. And we've been up for something like 15 minutes. Is that not beautiful? Can everybody start tapping their phones? I've got 1,400 likes. Has everybody followed on the TikTok? And have you all subscribed on the YouTube? Thank you for the thumbs up down the bottom, guys. I do not like politics. I do like people. Well, politics used to be the art of the possible. Nowadays, there's a lot of people, not everyone, very important, but there's a lot of people have gone into politics and they are self-serving. And we don't like that. So I think these people will eventually get dumped. We may be going to have a kind of tough period for a wee while, and then the Messiah will return to earth, and the evil ones will be put to the sword. There you go. Breeders, DINKY-DOO, thank you, Breeders, for these beautiful red roses. You're lovely, lovely people. In order to find his equal, a Scotsman is forced to talk to God. Strange marvel in Maine in the USA. You come out with some amazing stuff. I tell you, Breeders, what are you doing? A libertarian. Libertarian's just given me a red rose. Breeders is going bananas. Thank you so much, Breeders. You are very, very kind. I love your old archive stuff. Well, yes, McDonough, as I say, I was very, very heavily supported by real top bosses. There we go. Scotty is a boss. I am the boss. I don't have my boss cup, but I've got my big tea cup today, guys. Immense. Hello, Scotty. There we are. DINKY-DOO. Baba. Ring a name, Scotty. Always. Very sad news. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I saw that. The post of it. I saw that, Frank. Yes, Sheila. Lovely, lovely lady. Lovely man, Paul. Love the hat. Now, what have we got to do here? M. While you get yourself to the GP, we'll just send you down the Swanee. Maury, can you chat about Muslims in our land? We can chat about anyone in our land. Muslims, Christians, Arabs, Hindus, Jews. Who else have we got? Buddhists. Two denominations of Christianity, Protestants, Catholics. We can talk about all these things. What did you want to know? Scotty, what tea do you recommend for a good morning start? Well, I tend to swap about. I'm a big Earl Grey man. Earl Grey from Newcastle, Legacy. And I like the Earl Grey, the English breakfast tea, very nice. Scottish tea, Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea. This is bigger than my head, and that's saying something. This is a two-hander given to me by a stunningly beautiful lady. Never a dull moment on here, guys, I can tell you. Scotty, yes, indeed. Yes, I would say that sort of stuff. So I'll just put the Earl Grey down here. Earl Grey. Oh, lovely. Right. Hello, Scotty. Hello, Breeders. Thank you for all your kindness. Red roses. We love it. I tell you, I love fried mushrooms. Mushrooms, any kind of mushrooms, as long as they're not Poison mushrooms are very, very good. You know, we like a bit of fun guy. And in fact, I think it's because I've had so many mushrooms, I'm qualified as a fun guy. See what I just did there? Earl Grey. Yeah, we like the Earl Grey. Robert's laughing his head off here. How are you, Scotty? We're brilliant. Now, guys, there's Matt still. And Matt is giving me red roses. Matt, you are so kind. Guys, Matt's going bananas with the red roses. We're sitting at 97 red roses. You won't see it on the YouTube, folks, by the way, just to let you know. My ancestors, the De Percy Lords, hail from Yorkshire. Yes, the De Percys. And the Percys, the Northumberlands as well. So there you are. I see. I think Day is just son of, isn't it? Day Percy would be son of Percy. Love you, Scotty. I thank you. How are you, Scotty? Oh, we're remarkable. Remarkable for my age, what I think. You know what I mean? We're 31 years radio, 40, almost 40 years television and radio. Just incredible. Magic mushrooms. Yes, I would be careful there with them, Chris. I tell you, the fun guy. There we are. Now we need another 41 followers. So if you're watching right now on the TikTok, get following. Up to the top left, tap follow Scottie McClue live from the flat line of Saskatchewan. I love you. We love you in Saskatchewan, Jason. Dinky-Doo and good morning. Well, it's good morning in the United Kingdom. Strange Marvel Theory says, Scotty's receiving so many roses, he'll sleep well in a nice bed. A bed of roses. Life's a bed of roses. Life's a bowl of jello. Have you ever heard that one? Life is just a bowl of jello. I thought it was a bowl of cherries. Life is just a bowl of cherries, but I think it's a bowl of jello. Am I right? Or am I wrong there? I've just, Libertarian 90 has just got the #1 gifter badge. Guys, 142 red roses. Can you beat that? I tell you. Susan says, have a great day, Scotty. Looking forward to tonight's show. Susan, you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Remember, you deserve the best of everything, Susan. Okay? Have you got that? Capisha? 2,800 likes. Bless you, beautiful people. Bless you, beautiful people, for tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, 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 tap on your phones. Guys, if you've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome. You're watching Scottie McClue, #FlowTie, the first lord of the internet. Yes. And the world's top broadcaster. Yes, yes, yes. And the world's most humble man. Oh, yes. We don't like a blowhard. Scotty, life's a bowl of cherry jello. Strange Marvel Theories. I see what you just did there. Guys, have you checked out all the YouTube channel videos, the TikTok channel videos? Get following, get subscribing. This is big. This is the world's top talk show. All right. How do I get better notifications? I like the comments when you go live, except the Swanee lot. Chris, don't worry. We'll send them down the Swanee. You tap the bell. Have you subscribed on the YouTube? If you've subscribed, tap the bell, and it should send you notification. Let me know when Scottie McClue is going live. Ah, yes, yes, I tell you. Sir Scotty of the web. I am indeed Sir Scotty of the web. Now then, what have we got here? Oh, Libertarian sent me a baby fox. Guys, look at your beautiful gifts. Bridders, thank you. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Do we have fish and chips? Are we limited with the cost of living crisis caused by the Tories, which they could sort out in a heartbeat? If we're not limited, I think a small Aberdeen Angus fillet steak and a small free range, very free range egg, fried or poached, and that's it. What do you think? Yes. Wheels on the bus. Oh, they go round and round, I will tell you. Do I not know that? My goodness me. There we go. Scotty, how do you deal with miserable people? Well, you see, I had a guy on this morning. You'll see he's posted on one of the YouTube videos, and he went, the internet must be a very dark place for the young boomers who don't understand. I said, yes, or a beautiful light, please. Do you see? I come to the two brothers who left Scotland for Canada. 10 years later, they came home and they were having dinner with their father. And he said to one of the brothers, how is Canada? He said, same as here, Dad. Full of a lot of chancers, backstabbers, miserable so-and-sos. You can't trust them. He went, oh. He said to the other brother, how is Canada? He said, same as here, Father. Beautiful people. Lovely, lovely friends. So it really, the moral of the story, it depends if your glass is half empty or half full. In my case, my cup runneth over all the time, 110%. I've never had a half empty glass, and I've never had a half full glass. My cup runneth over. There you go. How's that, guys? Do you like that one? Scotty, tell us some words of wisdom from days of gone by, or saying a lyric. There we are. All right, here's one for you guys, those of you who like a cup of tea. Here's some wisdom from Scottie McClue. Hashtag First Lord of the Internet. For those of you who like a cup of tea, are we ready? Except the kettle boiling be, filling the teapot spoils the tea. Now, I'll tell you where I got that from. I got it on, I think, maybe a 1920s gift from Clovelly or Clovelly in Devon. Have I said it right? In the days when you could only go up and down the main street in Clovelly or Clovelly in Devon with donkeys. Now, am I right or am I 100%? Hello from Newcastle and County Down. Lovely to have you with us from County Down. I'm going to call you the star of the County Down. She's a star of the County Down. So to answer you, Samo, get the miserable people to watch Scottie McClue, and we will sort them out and make them dinky-doo just for you. Yes, love it. Now, what have we got here? Where I work, Scotty, he comes in most days like you've known him many, many years. Yes, lovely man. Absolutely frank. Scotty, dinky-doo. Dinky-doo, I say. Respect. I love you. I thank you. Respect to you, Jason. Well, Jason is in Saskatchewan, in Canada. Am I right, Jason? Jack is giving me beautiful gifts. Jack sending red roses. Guys, have you checked the goal? 146 red roses. Is that not beautiful? We've only been up for, I would say we've been up for half an hour. Is that plenty? Or do you want another few minutes? We're just coming up. We've been up for half an hour. No, there we are. Half an hour, guys. So there we are. Brilliant stuff. In fact, I was 2 seconds out there. Jack sending me red roses. Jack, thank you so much. There were 13 red roses from Libertarian. Free Palestine. Well, free everything. Free the lot of them. But stop speaking to them. Superpowers saying we are going to completely withdraw from this theatre of war until you stop fighting. And they should say to Israel, Palestine, they should say, Palestine will keep sending you in humanitarian aid. Israel, one more shot, money is gone. Okay? Jack sent me 65 red roses. You're live with Scotty's Fun In. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty Lala. It's Martin.
Martin Lala, how are you this morning?
Very, very well, my friend. Very well.
Wonderful.
I've just moved into my new property now.
You're what, Martin? Say again?
I've actually moved into my new place now.
Oh, wow. I love it, Martin. Are you enjoying it?
Yes, I've moved in just last night, so I'm just in now. So
Oh, and you've taken the time to phone us up here. Is that not beautiful?
Yeah.
We love it, Martin. That is so good of you. Now, you'll be have a wee bit of tension with all the work to do, the unpacking and all that stuff.
Yeah, but the radio station's on hold until I get the whole house all carpeted and stuff.
I understand that, Martin, because it would sound a bit strange.
I know.
You'd have a wee bit of an echo.
I know.
How's Emma doing? Is she all right? Is she with you?
Hi, Scotty.
Hi, Emma, love you all right?
I'm good, thanks.
And you've got a new house?
Yeah.
Woo! How much do we love that?
Okay, Scotty, I'll phone you tonight for a nice update.
A wee chat, that'd be great. Take care of yourself and have a lovely day.
Love you, bye.
DINKY-DOO, love you lot. There we are. That's our Martin is a character and a half. Can you be a character and a half character? Guys, if you're watching me on the YouTube channel, I would ask you, have you actually subscribed? We need to get that up. It's very, very slow. You see, if we were on the radio right now and we told people about the YouTube channel and about the TikTok, there'd be millions watching. Because remember, on the radio, 250,000 people every half hour. Now, radio stations don't get that now, you know. There we are. Part of the reason is there's so much media, and another part of the reason is they don't have Scottie McClue. Whoever's got McClue's got the market. I say to you, Scotty's more roses than the Grand National and the Grand Ascot combined. Strange marvel. How do you know so much about the UK? Richard Tan, what have you done? Richard's back. Guys, 226 red roses. You people are just beautiful. Libertarian says Yorkshire tea all day. Wow, he's a Yorkshire tea man. Guys, I need another 47 followers on the TikTok and another 1 million subscribers on the YouTube. Guys, go sharing the YouTube. Let everybody know, because all of you have got people on your social media saying, are you watching Scottie McClue? Get your act together. You know what I mean? Don't ever miss a second of McClue. Thoughts on the Palestine conflicts? Well, that's what we've just said. Withdraw all the money until they stop the fighting. Say until there's a ceasefire, no help for Israel. America, pull out. You know what I mean? Just pull out. UK, pull out. So you'll get the money when you stop fighting. Capisce? There we are. We love it. Free Palestine. Well, free everything. You know what I mean? Let's get everything sorted out. The poor people. Do you know how to hypnotize, says Mendoza? You know I've hypnotized you in the past. The dinkiest of do's to you. Andrew, how lovely to have you with us, I say. Have you had a lot of fun, guys? Well, there's a lot of fun guys on here right now. See what I just did there? Were you trying to be funny? Poor Donny. trying to get a rise out of McClue. Yes, more chance of getting a drink out of an Aberdonian. There we go. I tell it, only teasing. We love Aberdonians, and they are actually very, very generous people. Yeah, I agree. It's unwise to put money towards war, but you're just stoking the fire. And I know there's a certain breed of character thinks, I'm making a fortune with this war here. It's great. I mean, happened. 100 million people died in the First and Second World War, more in the First War. Millions were wounded and had their lives blighted. But somebody, somewhere, made a few quid. Yeah, because think, what are you using in war? You're using engineering, you're using armaments, you're using oil. Woo! Bingo time, if that's what you're into. Anyway, there we go. Just saying, asking for a friend. But what do I know? I miss you, Jason Dinky-Doo. Love you, brother. Dinky-Doo, brother. Now, we got Sir Scottie Libertarian. There we are. I bought my daughter a handbag from Iraq. She said, thanks for the bag, Dad. I see what you just did there. Just be. What do you like? Dinky-Doo. Now, what do we got here? I agree it's unwise to put money towards war. So there you go. Yes, indeed. Now then, Scotty, did you like the joke I told you the other day about dates? I loved it. We loved it, LM. Scotty, what's the history behind Edinburgh Castle? Oh, yes, Sean. Now you're asking at that. I think the castle goes back to 1100. I've known so many governors of Edinburgh Castle and general officers commanding the army in Scotland. I've been very fortunate to know a lot of them. And you've got St. Margaret's Chapel. I think we're talking the 1100s. Let me explain it to you this way. Look at the castle side on, and you'll see you've got this. So you've got the castle up in the hill, and at the bottom, you've got Holyrood House that grew out of Holyrood Abbey, the Abbey of the Holy Rod. Yes, the Holy Rod, the scepter of religion. Walking down from the castle, you've got what they call the Royal Mile. Part of the Royal Mile is the Cannon Gate. That's the Canon's Gate. So the canons of the Abbey would go up to the castle for security. You with me? So I think we're 1100s. I don't have the exact dates in my mind. And very big in the 1300s. You have a royal palace. A guy was arguing with me, is Edinburgh Castle a royal residence? It actually is, I would say, because there's a royal palace within its gates. And then you have the esplanade, and then you've got so terrific. But the Highlanders in the late 1600s took over the castle. They captured it from the French, and the French ran away. The French had come into Leith and were up because Mary Queen of Scots, you see, was pretty well French. She was brought up in France, and they spoke French in the household. So there you go. So fantastic history. It houses the Scottish War Memorial, very famous architect, built in, I think, the 1920s. We need to get somebody who's got their dates a lot sharper than me on to tell you, but the history is quite fantastic. Robert the Bruce in there. Robert the Bruce, you see, was crowned at Scone in 1306. So there you are. And 600 years later, my cousin Malcolm was playing football at Inverkip. Because I remember picking him up from the boat and he said, I'm talking back a bit. I'm talking 1906. We used to play football there. 600 years after Robert the Bruce was crowned, cousin Malcolm was playing football. Who have we got here? My grandpa was from Skye. I love Scotland and I'm proud of my ancestors. Charlie, where are you now? Dinky-Doo. I've just had some perfume. We love that. That's fantastic. Guys, we're tight for time. Hello, Mr. Hello, Sage. Sergio. Scotty, is it the winter? It is. Sorry. I'll start again with this one. Scotty, it's the winter season here in the American Northeast, but the weather is mild. How's the weather in your neck of the woods? It's actually not too bad today, but it's very wet. But you see, Scotland can bring you all the seasons of the weather in one day. I kid you not. You know, I mean, I woke up the other morning and the car was frozen solid in the west of Scotland. You know, then later in the day, it's as mild as you like. You know, so it's very strange. But the weather is definitely, because the weather's getting a lot of interference at the moment, it's misbehaving because they're wanting to push all this climate change because there's a few quid in it for the elites, you know? So you'll hear all the time in the media, oh, climate change, oh, climate change. I mean, the truth is there's been very, very, very little climate change. And as for all this carbon and stuff, the trees love their CO2. They are the lungs of the world, and they get strong with CO2. But you can't say these things now because, you know, people go, oh, no, I'm not having that. You could interfere with people making a lot of money. I said it's all about money, and as usual, it's all about oil. There you are, fantastic. I mean, oil is probably almost as common on this planet as water. So it should be like a $1 a barrel, you know what I mean? Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. Morning, Scotty. Hope you're well. Can you reach this, Sedge? I can, Sedge. Oh, we got Scotty. Why is the next American president going to be older than my grandpa? Because he is amazing. Guys, see, the second you bring the Don back into the White House, the world will change almost immediately. It's all been worked on right now. And the evils, the baddies, will be put to the sword. Just watch it happen, I tell you. So there we go. Now then, who else have we got here? Yes, we can. We can read that. That's no problem at all. Guys, I'm just looking at the time here. Scotty's intelligence is hypnotizing. Ian Mac, you're very, very kind. I do have an IQ of 164, but, you know, people will be shouting, so what? Who cares? That's the latest one from our young people these days. Who cares? And I tell them that 8 billion people care passionately. Not about me yet. Not me. Only 2 billion people know Scottie McClue. So, guys, it's up to all of you to change that. Because it'd be good if everybody knew Scottie McClue. And also, if we had 2 billion people following on TikTok, I need another 43 followers this morning. So if you haven't followed Scottie McClue, then do it. Just do it. What movie is that from? Just do it. Come on, come on, come on. Sharpen up, sharpen up. You must know it. Just do it. Can we get a tune, please? We can, Robert, yes. I hear Scotland has two types of weather, rainy, falling straight down, or slightly to the side. Correct. It's actually, I get annoyed at people moaning about rain in Scotland. It's only rained twice in Scotland this year. Once for 9 months and once for 3 months. See what I just did there? Thank you, Richard Tanner, for contributing to the live goal. Guys, we're almost halfway to the goal. I can't believe the generosity. Thank you so much. You're beautiful, beautiful people. I blow you all a kiss. I mean that in a very manly way, you know. 7,600 likes. 226 red roses. Almost halfway to the goal. Thank you. A tune. Do you want a tune on the squeeze box, guys? Let me know. I don't want to play if people don't actually want to hear it. Follow us live, guys. Everybody follow. Do you like Dumfries? Have you been up there? What do you mean, have I been up there? I'm virtually a Doon Hamer. I used to work for a lovely company, an ITV company called Border Television, Border TV. And they broadcast live to Dumfries. And I was one of your announcers at Border Television. There we are. Lol, caught it. Thank you, Rab. So there we go. So Dumfries, I was very worried about you at the White Sands and the Nith coming up. I can remember them repairing the old bridge. The old brig over the Nith, just not far from Burns Cottage. Does Burns Cottage flood? Does it get flooded by the Nith when it comes up? And the Nith was quite far down. So, I mean, there must be some water to get out there. Does the Annan flow into the Nith? What flows into the Nith? And I loved it. I loved the Hole in the Wall. Max Hulison's Hole in the Wall. Yes, indeed. And the White Hart. Is the White Hart still there? Is the Theatre Royal still at Dumfries? We have John Laurie from Dad's Army. We're doomed. He used to act at the Theatre Royal in Dumfries. Burns was, of course, massive in Dumfries. The meeting of the radicals. Very, very political in the old days, Dumfries. And the old brig, I think, would be being repaired round about 1960. It was completely stripped down. Maybe 61, 62, that kind of thing. Can't remember exactly. I love Dumfries. I go to Southerness. The new Abbey is nice. New Abbey is beautiful. Robert, anyone down there? Dumfriesshire. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We love Dumfries. Did Dumfries not get a bit of a problem from the Chernobyl fallout? That sort of idea at the time. Send gifts for his dinner, says Andrew. No, Andrew, we're doing very well. 8,900 likes. Guys, I think we're going to end up with 10,000 likes again today. The most likes we've ever had was 36,000 in 1 hour. How amazing is that? Yes, indeed, Southerness. We love it. Dumfries. I'll tell you who was from Dumfriesshire. John Paul Jones. Now, there used to be a dance called the John Paul Jones. Or was it the Paul Jones? And round about the same kind of time as you did the Lambeth Walk and the Pally Glide. La, 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 la. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. The Pally Glide and the Lambeth Walk. And tell me what John Paul Jones did. What was he famous for? Dumfriesshire man. You know Dalbeatty? I know Dalbeatty in Castle Douglas. Good morning, Scotty from Ireland. How lovely to have you with us from Ireland. Which part of Ireland are you watching from? I think we should be told. I think we should be told live on Scottie McClue's Live. There we are. Now, guys, the way to watch me on the internet if you see something that's an hour long, don't do a very daft thing and go, oh, it's an hour, it's too much. Watch 10 seconds of it. Watch a minute of it. Get used to watching Scottie McClue. And shout out, Alexa, play Scottie McClue on YouTube. Alexa, the world's top talk show on YouTube. Aha, says, aha, Dave. Aha, ho ho, I say to you. There we go. He was a captain. Yes, he was, Robert. But tell me a wee bit more about John Paul Jones. Very, very famous worldwide, a Dumfriesshire man. Also, Beeswing in Dumfries. Have you heard of Beeswing? Have you heard of the Beeswing hornpipe? Yes. There you are. I think that's a fiddle tune. Am I right? Do we not have Dumfries Strathspey Real Society? The Fiddlers. You gave me a wee shock when you mentioned Dumfries, says Dave. Dave, a lot of people get a shock when they mention Dumfries. Hi, darling. I had DINKY-DOO. Antarctic, the ice core drills prove climate change is false. It is false, yes, we know that. But people like to be kidded on by the bigwigs. They like to be told a big load of whoppers. What time do you get up? Well, it depends. Quite often around the 5:30 mark. But I had a lie-in this morning. So we're talking 6 o'clock. That's enough idea. Has anyone in the chat visited Dunfermline? Whoa, the capital of Scotland at one time. The king sits in Dunfermline Toon. What's the next line? The poem's called Sir Patrick Spens. If you're coming on from Dunfermline, you must give us the first 2 lines of Sir Patrick Spens. We used to do this on the radio. Some people might remember. So I've given you the first line. The king sits in Dunfermline Toon. Because Dunfermline's just been made a city. But it should really have been a city all its life because it was the capital of Scotland. The capital of Scotland used to move about. Scone was the capital of Scotland at one point. Scone in Perthshire. Scone Palace. I was in touch with the lovely people that live in Scone Palace the other day on social media. Guys, don't wait for battles. Send gifts now. Charlie, are you not beautiful? I've already got 241 red roses. If anybody's feeling flush, if I get 9 more red roses, there's a wee goal there. We've achieved 50% of the goal. How amazing is that? Guys, if you're on the YouTube channel, please do subscribe. It's very important. Fordell Castle sits in different. Yes, I remember Fordell. It was the home of the late Nicky Fairbairn. I knew Nicky Fairbairn. I remember Nicky. And he restored Fordell Castle. Yes, indeed. Have I got that right, guys? Discoland's the greatest tune ever. Thank you very much for contributing. Guys, it's happened. We're over halfway to the goal. And we've still got 6 minutes. Is that not beautiful? We're actually going to have to go in about 2 minutes. Dunfermline's a city now, says Chris. It is. You're absolutely 100% correct. It is just over the brig. How far would you say Dunfermline is from the brig? How far is it from Edinburgh via the brig? Fordell was the seat of the Clan Henderson. I would believe that, Strange Marvel. You are so clever. Strange Marvel theories from Maine in the USA. It was originally a Henderson castle, yes. And then Nicky bought it and restored it. Nah, mate, that's Castle Douglas. We love Castle Douglas. What's Castle Dangerous? Who can answer that one? Castle Dangerous. Thank you, everybody, for contributing. I can't believe it. We've also got 12,100 likes. So, guys, halfway to the goal. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful people. Halfway to the goal. And 12,500 likes. Is that not just beautiful? And all you lovely, lovely YouTubers, guys, if you're watching now on the TikTok, go up to the TikTok bio and have a quick look at the YouTube channel and subscribe and come back and watch all the TikTok videos, because I know not everybody's watched all the videos, because they come on here and they go, what do you think of this? And of course, I've already answered it in a TikTok or a YouTube video. You see? So everybody should, by rights, know. That's what I say. Anyway, right, I need another 31 followers. 31 followers right now on TikTok. There we go. If you wouldn't mind, if you would be so kind, if you'd be so good, I'll shout you out. If you follow within the next 2 minutes, then we're going to have to go. 13,000 likes. 13,000 likes. Are you people for real? Is that not just so beautiful? Is the world not just a beautiful, beautiful place? Always look on the bright side of life. We have a pub, 7 kings, but we had 8. Well, maybe the pub was christened before the last king. And you've got another king now, who I think came to declare the city a city. Am I right? Or am I 100% correct with that? 13,200 likes. It's just so beautiful. Guys, get watching the YouTube, of course. That's what it's for. It's just called, I changed the title last night because it was a bit of a mouthful. It was The World's Top Talk Show with Scottie McClue. So I've just changed it to Scottie McClue. Tell me if you like that. Write in the comments. Let's get talking. Jaw, jaw, not war, war. I think that was actually a Churchillian saying. Who here is a Ouija, a Glaswegian? I think millions here will be Ouijas, because every Glaswegian knows Scottie McClue. Otherwise, there's something seriously wrong with them. Guys, I'm going to have to go. I love you lots. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Do you want the goodbye song? Are we ready? Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. And cheerio. Love you. Thank you, my darlings. Have a gorgeous day. Hashtag be kind. Hashtag stay fabulous. Oh, that's our lovely TikTokers. I'm getting a bit emotional now, guys. Beautiful YouTubers, thank you so much. Join me tonight, 9 o'clock sharp, for the big one, the fun in. An hour of superb, scintillating information, education, and entertainment for not just one nation, for the world. Scottie McClue says dinky-doo to every single one of you. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Ta-ta. Once more, your big chance, if you've been practicing. Ta-ta.